Hello, 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 Facebook family and friends. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Running a little bit late this morning. I decided for it to warm up a little bit because this cold's killing me out here in Southern California. So we're in Wisdom Walk number 24, Merit and Accountability. Merit and Accountability. So I wanted to do a little recap of one of the earlier Wisdom Walks. Hold on a second here. Something seems weird. Yep, we're live. We're good. Okay. Want to do a little recap of one of the wisdom walks we talked about in the past, where we talked about when we were little kids. You know, we'll tell little Johnny, "Hey, little Johnny, you can be and do anything you want to do in your life." And of course, when little Johnny grows up, oh, you can't do that. So we've had that talk before, and how people do not encourage other people as they get older. But I want to put a little different spin on that. As you've gone through, because again, in my Good Life teachings, I ask you to watch the 21-day challenge of videos every morning. It's between 5 and 10 minutes, and it's a repeat process. So you literally, day 1 becomes day 22, and day 2 becomes day 23, and so forth. Because what happens is your mindset changes as you get more information, as you grow, as you become bigger, better. So things change. So same thing with the wisdom walks. As you're getting a little bit more comfortable, seeing things a little different, your mindset's changing. I'm going to adjust a couple things. So we talked about, again, little Johnny, give him encouragement as a kid. When he grows up, adults, we try to cheer people down as adults. So let's talk about merit and accountability today. So I believe that being direct and honest with grown people is the best way to go. And let me tell you what I mean by that, because I think being beat, I don't like using the word failure, because it's never failure. I've already told you I don't believe in the word failure. Failure only exists when you die, because you can never change what you so-called failed at. I believe in defeat. And to me, I love defeat. I love losing at something. Some of you may or may not know, in high school and college, I was big into tennis. My goal was to be a tennis professional one day. It never worked out that way, but that's okay. And if someone beat me in a match, that's a good thing. I embrace it, because I'm gonna go figure out why I lost. And when I come back and play them next time, they better bring their A game, because it's on. So I love defeat. I've had multiple companies. Companies haven't done as successful as I wanted them to. We may have lost an account. We've made something may have happened, and I embrace that. I embrace it because it makes me think, and it makes me go and do better the next time around. So as I go through the journey that I'm going through right now with everyone showing you, I document that journey, and you can go on my Facebook page 10 years back and you can watch a journey. And there's a couple things that a reason why, which is probably, I've never said this. In fact, I don't even think I've said this to the Queen. There's a couple of reasons I do what I do. Many reasons, actually. And one of the most important reasons why I document and I do this, and it's on the internet, and it'll be on my Facebook page, on Vimeo, is my great-grandchildren, or my grandchildren, or great-great-grandchildren, will never, that I never met, can know where they came from. They get to know me through video. They get to know me, my personality, what I stood for, the character of my content, or the content of my character, through these videos 100 years from now, 75 years from now. I'm sure technology will be a little bit different, and they'll be watching it on a different platform. but it'll still be there. So as I document my life, it truly warms my heart, because I'm doing this not only to help and move people in a better direction for their life, but it gives me a record for generations to come. And I hope they get to see where they came from, because based on the empire that I'm building, they will know who great granddaddy was. I can tell you that for a fact. So I hope you're doing the same, or you want to do the same in your life. I know the Queen has a journal, and I love her for doing that. She writes in her journal every day. Mine's digital. Hers is in old school writing, but I think it's great. And she goes back and she watches or reads what happened a year ago today, or 2 years ago today. I think that's awesome. So back to merit and accountability. So as I go through the process of growing, trying new things, evolving, because everybody evolves. They said Amazon was going to be a failure, and he evolved. Doesn't matter where you stand today, is where you're going to stand tomorrow, or day after tomorrow, or where you're going to go. The journey can be painful, frustrating, very frustrating sometimes. But where's your mindset, and where are you to continue with that journey? Look, right now, this will sound weird, but as I'm doing this wisdom walk, I'm hurting right now because the gym's reopened. I learned what I had to learn from my personal trainer, and I'm going out there and taking myself to the next level health-wise. And I've gone the last 2 days in a row, and I'm hurting right now. Ooh, I think my eyelashes are hurting. Every part of my body's hurting. But failure is not an option. So I'm out here climbing this hill, doing this walk, talking to you, because it's a process. So again, let's go back to, I know I keep saying this, let's go back to merit and accountability. So little Johnny and old Johnny, we know what we told them. Here's what I recommend you do with children of understanding ages. I think you go through this process of holding them accountable, being honest and direct with them. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you have a son or daughter that plays basketball, and you're short, and they're short, and they're not going to be tall ever, because it's just in the family genes. And you go through a process of your son or daughter, when am I going to be able to dunk? And of course, in the little Johnny scenario, we want to say, oh, soon, son, daughter, you will. Here's my mindset. Tell them, you're never going to dunk. You'll never be able to dunk, ever, ever. And they're going to get hurt and sad about it. But you say, son or daughter, it's genetics. You ain't going to dunk. Never going to happen. So if you're a great parent, which I know you are, and you leave a good example, guess what your son or daughter is going to do? They're going to learn how to do jump shots better. They may never dunk a ball, but they may kill it in the jump shot arena. So now they get a better skill in a different situation. And that's what it's all about. See, the days of giving people a trophy for coming third place or fourth place, these kids, to make them feel good, that's a bunch of garbage. Tell them they lost. They don't get a trophy for fifth place or seventh place or 10th place. You get an L. Now you take that L and you go work out, go learn, go get your craft better, and get it done. That's reality. That's what it should be. That's how life should be. That's how we should teach people. So hold them accountable for what they do. I went through this process of January 1st making a commitment to the Queen. That commitment wasn't made publicly, but I made a commitment to the Queen that we're going to retire in 30 days. I said I'm going to prove it, and once I prove it, I'm going to give it to the team or anybody who wants to listen. And I'm going to do documentation beats conversation, which that's what I do. Now, I understand there are a lot of Facebook influencers out there trying to get you guys' attention with them shiny Lamborghinis and going to the bank. I call them entrepreneurs, not entrepreneurs, but entrepreneurs. They go to the Lamborghini dealership and they go rent a Lamborghini and they stand in front of it and they tell you come join their system or come pay for their service, and you're going to make them wealthy. They're going to make you wealthy. And they go to the bank and they pull out $5,000 or $10,000, which they may have borrowed from a friend, so they can floss to get you excited about what they do. My question is, where's the documentation? Because I hear the conversation, but where's the documentation at? Where is the documentation? So I put myself in an arena where whatever I say to you, I back up. I don't rent my Ferrari or my house or my lifestyle. I show you the real. And not only do I show you the real, I show you the documentation. So I showed $800 and turn it into retirement income in 30 days. Now, if you have a ton of cash, 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand sitting around, I can show you how to do it today. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, and your results may be different from everyone else's, but at least I show you the deal. Good morning. So I show you the scenario of what you can do. And I showed you I took $800 and turned it into $1,733 per day. Well, that number has been crashed because that was last week. This week, when I do my March financial report, you will see one of the income streams already went up to $1,000 a day. And I've only been in that for 14 days. Now, I did put $5,000 in, and it's turned into over $1,000 a day now. Pretty simple, pretty quick. So the income keeps keeps growing. The daily income keeps growing. One day it will be $500,000 a day. Well, one day it will be $1 million a day. And the reason I know it will be $1 million a day, or $5 million a day, or $10 million a day, or $300 million a day, because there's a gentleman that does that right now. His name is Jeff Bezos. He makes $316 million a day. So in life, all I got to know is someone can do it. And if someone can do it, that means I can do it. Here's the beauty part for you. You have someone that is and showing you live how to do it and how to get it done. What a beautiful thing for you. So wherever you are in life right now, I ask you to have merit, what you want to do to make it happen, and make it happen. You have all these different wisdom walks. You have the good life. You have Envy Investors.group. Go to that right now. Drop everything you're doing and go to envyinvestors.group and spend 22 minutes. Watch my 9-minute introduction video. Your life will start changing by tomorrow. In fact, one of the opportunities I have starts off with $10, and as soon as you put your $10 in, you start making money in 4 seconds. So, merit, accountability, ladies and gentlemen, please go out there and change your life. Love you very much. This is a short wisdom walk, but I wanted to get straight to the point and get you guys to do an action. So go do that action. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.